But first, TV fashion expert Mary Portas has revealed in an interview how her mother craftily put her off taking up smoking. "I hate smoking now," she says. "My parents smoked when I was growing up, and Mum said to me, 'You can smoke if you want, just don't nick my fags.' My mum's very clever like that. She ruined the rebellion completely. Clever lady." So how did our parents try to steer us away from taking up smoking?
She says, looking at me.
Because they didn't do a very good
Well, in actual fact, they did for a while, because my dad was the only smoker in our house, which was amazing, with my mum and 8 kids, and my dad was the only smoker, and he used to smoke 80 a day. Untipped.
80?
Untipped.
That's what you
Yeah.
call
Did he never
commitment.
sleep?
Yeah, no, I tell you what, he was just a nightmare. He'd light a cigarette, put it down, forget he'd lit it, and then light another one. How he didn't burn the house down, I'll never know.
Was it 10
But
every other was it 10 every other child? Because you had 8.
He didn't smoke enough, that's for sure. But it was funny because I do remember saying to me, "If I ever catch you smoking, you're in big trouble." And I remember thinking at the time, how can he say that to me when he sits there smoking?
Yeah.
But he said, you know, until you're 18, I make your decisions. So, you know, I'm making the decision that you're not smoking. So, and I was frightened to death. I'd never have let him catch me because I was smoking. But I'd never. But it didn't actually work. But I mean, I
How
never.
many of you ended up smoking then, out of the 8?
Out of 8 children, only me and Bernie actually smoked.
They did okay then, actually.
Yeah, and I'm the last one to stop.
And?
Yes, and I will.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Jane McDonald,
Do you know
your
what?
dad was a smoker.
Oh my God, it was like a fog when you walked in our house. It really was. And my dad had a chair in the corner and it was just brown everywhere near this chair. You know, you can laugh, but it was right. And my mother used to smoke, my brother smoked, everybody smoked in our family, but I just couldn't bear it. That was the one thing that put me off, because it was just full of smoke. Then I did the clubs, which was even worse, because everybody smoked in the clubs. Yeah. I used to unzip my clothes, you know, well, not literally unzip them, but, you know, my outfits. And
Did you ever smoke? Have you ever smoked a fag?
I thought it was behind a bike shed once, but it was behind a pigeon hut. I must just clarify that up. But it just made me nearly vomit. I couldn't stand it.
See, there's no rhyme or reason, is there, to it? Because there was 4 kids in our family. My mum's always smoked. 3 of us did. One of us, I mean, my brother never even, like you, just never even thought about taking it up. And it was weird. I don't ever remember my mum saying, right, you're not doing that. She never told me not to do anything, because I think, you know, I think she was right, same like Mary Porter's mother. If you tell a kid not to do something, they will want to do it. But it didn't stop me kind of rebelling and trying to find these things out, because when I started smoking, I was ridiculously young. I don't smoke now, but I was determined to be a smoker. I mean, I absolutely remember my first fag. It made me feel so sick, but I persevered. I thought, oh God, I'm desperate to get into this.
Because you thought it was grown up, I guess.
Well, I did think it was grown up, but also everybody else was doing it. And this was, you know, this was back in the early 70s, and people didn't really know the dangers of it then. But, you know, having seen my mum die of lung cancer in the most horrific way, I still don't understand. I gave up smoking long before my mum got cancer, but I cannot understand now why my sister, and occasionally my other sister, would still smoke. I mean, that's what...
There's no logic to it,
there's
is
no
there?
logic to it. There's no sense when it comes to smoking, not with anybody. I don't get it.
I'm very like you, Jane, that my mum and dad, they haven't smoked for years and years and years, but when they did, they were both sort of 40 a day. And I just have a memory of, we used to go on long car journeys. We lived in Scotland and my mum's family lived just outside London, and just being trapped in the car with them and just feeling so sick with just all that smoke and complaining, and sort of them looking at me like I was an idiot, because people didn't really... wasn't frowned on like it is today.
No, do you remember that? When people used to smoke in lifts and things like this.
So kids could... My dad used to send me to the shop to buy his cigarettes, because they sold them to kids and everything then, and then the machines in the street could buy them. Oh, those were the days.
We had coal fires as well.
We did.
Coal fires, it was a breath of fresh air actually having a fag, wasn't it?
Well, there may be, you know, doing the clubs and everything, there might have been an element of if you can't beat them, join them. Because if you're breathing in all that smoke, you might as well have some of your own, fresh, not second hand.
But it is, I mean, it is difficult, you know, because apparently if the mother smokes in a family, it's much more likely that the kids will end up smoking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and of course with me now, I'm thinking, oh,
well, what do you say to yours? Do yours smoke, as far as you know?
No, not as far as I know, but who knows. Well, I hope not, because Kira's only 7.
Yeah.
That's just wrong. But yeah, so it is hard, and it's hard to lecture them. But at the same time, I'm the parent. I'm old enough to make stupid. And if I could go back, I would never have had that first cigarette. And that's what I say to them. Once you do that, you're hooked. You know, and it's hard.
It's hard. But you won't give up.
I will give up.
It's competition.